Acts chapter 2, verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Most High, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. All right. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to say Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWASHI, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWASHI, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWASHI. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. Call Halayim La, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RACHAA, QADASH. Double honors to my apostles and to my elders of great millstone that rule well, which taught me this truth, who are the true leaders of Israel today, and also peace, love, blessings, and salutations to the elect. All right, Shalom. And what I just read from was Acts, the 2nd chapter, and the 17th verse. And the reason, why I'm reading this is because of a quick testimony that, I want to speak about. Now, when it comes to visions and dreams, I rarely receive, visions or dreams. I'm not the one to really, have many dreams or visions like that. Right. But usually when I do, they're pretty significant. Right. Now, I wasn't going to make a lesson on this, but, through the Spirit compelled me to pretty much give this quick testimony, of this vision that I had. Because like I said, I rarely receive them. But usually when I get visions or dreams, they're pretty vivid. Right. Now, pretty much this was last night. I had some hours to kind of harp on this. Like I said, I wasn't even going to make a lesson about it. But we're in these times to where the Lord is going to start giving us more and more visions and whatnot, But pretty much in the vision, like I said, I'm gonna make it real quick. I'm gonna get to the points. Pretty much in the vision that I had, I remember I was pretty much in this store, which the store appeared to be Walmart. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% positive if it was Walmart, but the setup reminded me of Walmart. And I remember just the feeling, it was a very eerie feeling. Right. And right off the bat, there were, I could see zombies running throughout the store. Right. And, everybody was hiding. It was a very intense moment, and I could actually feel the tension. I can feel the intensity of the moment. I could feel the fear. Right. Because I was also hiding as well. And pretty much, the zombies, they were on the loose and they were attacking people, but I couldn't see the attacks. I could hear the attacks in the background. I could hear the screams of people, and it was mainly women. If I can remember correctly, it was mainly the screams of women, or it could have been men that sound like women. Because when shit hits the fan, as the scriptures say, men are going to travail like women. But anyways, like I said, I remember just the sense of fear that I had. But one thing I noticed is that when I actually started seeing the zombies, they weren't attacking me. They weren't trying to attack me. Right. But that sense of fear was still there. And it kind of reminded me of, if you're watching a movie and you notice, like, if you're watching a movie with zombies or whatever, the cameraman, he can get close to the zombies and you don't never see the zombies trying to attack the cameraman. Right. Because, they're recording. OK, they're not really a part of the movie. But, I can remember seeing the zombies close as if I was a cameraman. They weren't really trying to attack me, which it was all spiritual, But because when it comes to the elect, Lord will not be of the elect is going to be OK. So that's what I took out of it. Not saying that I'm of the elect. I hope and pray that I'm of the elect. But when shit hits the fan, the true believers of YAHAWASHI, the elect, are going to be covered. They're going to be all right. But jumping back into the testimony, so pretty much, you know, I can see the zombies, and then, you know, when it comes to visions or dreams, time moves way faster. But it seems like it's you know, it seems like it takes a while, but really time moves way faster. So the scene switched up because now all of a sudden I had a buggy for some reason, and I was pushing the buggy, and you know, the wheels on the buggy started making a loud noise, right? And I remember that sense of fear increased within me, because when it started making a noise, I remember saying, oh shit, they're going to hear me. They're going to hear me, because I was trying to be quiet. You know, I was thinking about the zombies, you know, they were going to hear me because they were very, just like in any zombie movie, they were very sensitive to sound. You know, the slightest sound they hear, you know, they run into wherever that sound is. So I remember I was like, oh shit, you know, they're going to hear me. They're going to hear me. But the zombies, they still didn't come my way. So anyways, I made it to the back of the store. And this is why I say that it appeared to be Walmart, because if you think about Walmart, they always have the electronics and everything in the back. So when I got there, this is, you know, all of a sudden it was people, you know, it was a lot of people, and they were back there, you know, kind of, you know, pretty much enjoying themselves. You know, they were back there, you know, playing, you know, video games, you know, looking at the TVs and whatnot. You know, they were kind of comfortable. And I remember saying, oh, so this is where everybody is at. Right. And as I said that, you know, I was the next thing you know, the scene switched up again. And when you know, in visions and dreams, whenever the scene switches up, nothing seems abnormal about it. Like when dreams switch up, you know, it seems like everything is normal. Like you don't really question, like, man, you know, how did everything switch up so fast? Right. But anyways, the scene switched up. Now, you know, I remember it seemed like I wasn't even in the store anymore. It seemed like I was outside. But then again, it seemed like I was kind of like inside of a building. But you know, to what I took out of it, it seemed like the building must have had like an opening, because I remember I could see the sky, right? It was dark, but at the same time, the like it was supposed to be nighttime, but at the same time, the sky was like dark red and orange. You know, it looked very ominous. And I remember looking up at the sky. And then I remember myself trying to hide under a bed or something like that. That's what makes me think that I was kind of like inside, and maybe the building had like an opening at the top. I don't know. You know, at the end of the day, you know, visions and dreams, they can be, you know, a bit weird at times. But the main point is I remember I was trying to hide myself. And the people, they were still, it was people out, you know, and at this time you can hear people in the background. And they were still enjoying themselves. I don't know if it was the same people from the store or what, but you could hear the people enjoying themselves. They was partying. They was living it up. And I remember thinking in my mind, as I was trying to hide under the bed, I remember I was saying, they're making too much noise. They're making too much noise. And, you know, as soon as I said that, all of a sudden, I started seeing nuclear missiles raining out of the sky. And, you know, I remember I was saying, see, that's what they get. That's what they get. Making all of that noise, that's what they get. And right before, and I could see the missiles coming down, you know, but right before the missiles started, you know, hitting the ground or whatever, and it was tons of missiles, man. I can't even remember how many it was, but they were raining out of the sky. And it's like I could actually kind of see them taking off from the ground, but then coming back from the sky, you know, coming back to the ground. I could see them taking off and coming down, you know. But it was tons of them. And I remember I was just like, yo, they're making too much noise. And when the missiles started raining down, I was saying, see, that's what they get. That's what they get. And then, before they could actually begin to hit the ground, that's when I woke up. And, when I woke up, I was trying to figure out, because like I said, I'm not really the one to have dreams or visions. So when I woke up, I was still trying to contemplate, did I just have a vision? And then I came to the conclusion, like, yeah, I just had a vision. So, I kind of, harped on it a bit because I wasn't going to do a lesson, like I said. But, eventually the Spirit had me to where I kind of, wrote down what I had just witnessed. And like I said, I was sitting on it for a while, but the Spirit just, something just kept eating at my spirit to make this lesson. But like I said, man, we're in those times. That's the reason why I brought out Acts 2:17. I'm going to reread this because we're in these times to where the Lord, the prophecies are coming in full effect, man. And we see like the last couple of major prophecies, the Lord is setting up the pieces that's going to trigger these prophecies coming to pass, man. But this is Acts chapter 2, verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Most High, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh. And this isn't just speaking about, the flesh of the elect or Israel or Israelites. This is speaking about all flesh, even talking about the heathen, the Gentiles, the natural Gentiles, the heathen, right? Because you see these heathen, they get visions of World War III, of so-called UFOs, which are the chariots attacking this place, right? Of the end of the world. You can go on YouTube right now. I'm not going to do it, but you can go on YouTube and type in end of the world dreams or testimonies or whatever. And people are going to, be you're going to see videos of people coming up explaining their dreams or visions that they had of the end of the world, man. So this prophecy is in full effect. Acts 2:17, and it shall come to pass in the last days. And we're in the last days now, the last days of Esau, Edom's rulership. Okay. Saith the Most High, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall see dreams. You see, it says, continuing on, and on my servants and on my handmaidens, I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. And that's what's going on. When you see people having their testimonies, they're pretty much prophesying, man, because World War III is going to happen, right? The nuclear missiles that you see that these countries have, they're going to be launched. Okay. Verse 19, and I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. Yeah, the Lord is showing the signs in the heavens, right? You're seeing all of these blood moons, these solar eclipses, okay, comets, the chariots. The Lord is showing the signs in the heavens. You just had, I believe it was in South Dakota or either North Dakota, last week. It was all damn near 2 weeks ago now, where right after June the 5th, right after they turned on the LHC and CERN, that machine that they use to crash particles into each other, right after they restarted their project of doing that, I believe it was the next day in North Dakota or South Dakota, they had a storm, but the clouds were green. Okay, nobody has never seen that before. So we're pretty much crossing into uncharted territory, because that's what Jacob's trouble is going to pretty much consist of, where it says a time like no other, right? And in Daniel 12:1, where it speaks about, it's going to be a time like no other, so on and so forth, right? Pretty much we're about to enter into uncharted territory. We're about to see things that we've never seen before. It's never been an actual zombie attack. But guess what? That is something that I believe is going to happen, because it's going to be chaos out here. And also, I got this pulled up. They actually have so-called zombie preparedness 101. Now, this is something I think that came out in 2011, from the C to the D to the you know what, right? They actually made this and they try to say that it was like a form of education and entertainment. But these devils don't just put nothing out for no reason, right? Now, right here, one of the things that people also ask, it says, what is the main purpose of Preparedness 101 Zombie Apocalypse? So they got Preparedness 101 Zombie Apocalypse is a blog posted by the United States, the C to the D to the you know what, and prevention that uses a zombie apocalypse to raise public awareness of emergency preparedness. Now, why would they make something like this? This was back in 2011, right? Why would they make something like this? Because they understand what they've been planning. They know what's about to go down. And I, you know, this is just my personal opinion. You know, I believe that, you know, everybody that took the stab to the jab, to the jump shot, you know, I feel like, hey, something's going to trigger them and they can, and it can turn them into a zombified state. Because ultimately, you know, you got people that do hardcore drugs that can come into a zombie-like state. So it ain't nothing for that to happen. There's certain diseases that Esau can put out here to make people turn into zombies or whatever. And I believe that's called, because the brother just did a video on it, the elder from L.A., the Ancient of Days, because he was speaking about a lesson. He was speaking about a vision that the elder Malcolm said that he had about zombies, if I'm not mistaken. So he started going into this right here. So when you go into Wendigo Psychosis, pretty much it goes into, I'm going to just read this part right here. It says, in modern psychiatry, the Wendigo lends its name to a form of psychosis known as Wendigo Psychosis, which is characterized by symptoms such as an intense craving for human flesh and an intense fear of becoming accountable. But the main part, it says intense craving for human flesh, because usually when you see these movies with zombies, they're always craving human flesh, right? So this is something that can actually happen. All right. But yeah, pretty much, you know, in my vision that I had, you know, it had zombies and it also had the nuclear missiles, which you just had in New York. They just had they had like a PSA speaking about surviving a nuclear missile attack. Why that all of a sudden? Because years ago, when we brought up, you know, going back to the apostles and the elders, when they were speaking about, you know, nuclear missiles hitting America, everybody used to look at us as if we were crazy, looking at the apostles as if they were crazy and as if it was far-fetched. But now people are talking about a potential nuclear missile attack. It's in the mainstream media talking about nuclear missiles attack, how you're going to survive. Well, you're not going to be able to survive it unless, you know, you're up in the underground bunker like these elites, because they're going to survive the nuclear attack. But that's only because they're going to be the first ones going into slavery. When the elect goes up and gathers these elites and put them in chains and bound them, man. Okay, but everybody else who's over here in America, Babylon, when those nuclear missiles hit, you have no chance of survival. You're going to be completely destroyed. Okay, so really, this right here is a waste of time. But it goes into it, which I'm not going to. I'll read a little bit of it. I'm not going to read this whole article. It says New York City's Emergency Management Office on Wednesday defended its decision to produce a public service announcement advising residents how to survive a nuclear attack after some questioned the advisory's timing. The goal of the campaign is to inform the public on ways to stay safe in nuclear weapons, if nuclear weapons were pointed in New York's direction. Which, if that was to go on, you know, it says the goal of the campaign is to inform the public on ways to stay safe. You're not going to be able to stay safe. Matter of fact, I'll say this: the only way that you're going to be able to stay safe is if you're of the elect and you're calling upon the name of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, and he delivers you. That's the only way that you're going to stay safe, man. Because the elect is going to be here when those nuclear missiles are dropping, and the elect is going to be crying out and calling upon the name of the Lord to be delivered, and the Lord is going to deliver them, whoever they may be, which I hope and pray I'm of that number. Okay? Because that's the only way you're going to survive. But it says the goal of the campaign is to inform the public on ways to stay safe in nuclear weapons if nuclear weapons were pointed in New York's direction. You know, it says there is no direct threat to the city. And yes, it is. But it's not just to the city of New York, but to all 50 states of America, Babylon the Great, this great horde that's about to get judged. There is no direct threat to the city, but we felt it was important that we address this topic. Why all of a sudden they feel the need to, you know, that's not making any sense. They're all over the place, man. They're saying that there's not a direct threat, but all of a sudden y'all want to make a public service announcement on how to survive nuclear missiles. Get the fuck out of here, man. But you got people who will eat that up and say, well, it's no real threat. They're just being prepared, you know. But anyways, it says, there is no direct threat to the city, but we felt it was important that we addressed this topic, said Allison Penency, head of public information of New York City Emergency Management. Right. But yeah, this is the video right here, which I'm not going to play it. But there's no chance of survival. OK. But anyways, that takes me back to the vision that I had. So, yeah, at the end of the vision, I could see nuclear missiles raining down. Right. So the Lord is letting it be known that these prophecies are close to coming to pass, man. OK. Acts 2 and verse 20. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Lord come. Right. And when those nuclear missiles are raining down, you know, you're not going to be able to see the sun, you know, with smoke, and not just from the nuclear missile, you know, because it's already going to be fire that's kindled, because the Lord says, what will I be if it be already kindled? I butchered that. So let me grab that real quick. Let's grab that. So like it. Luke 12 and 49. I'm going to just grab it right here. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? So the Lord is saying, if it's already fire on the earth, what's he going to do? He's going to bring more fire, right? But it's already going to be fires taking place before those nuclear missiles hit, you know? But anyways, you know, it says the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Lord come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, shall be saved. So that shows you the importance of not just knowing the name of the Lord, but actually believing in it and ultimately worshiping YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI in hopes to be delivered. But that goes to show you the importance of the name. So if you don't got the name, you don't got a chance. And even some people who know the name of the Lord, they ain't going to make it because the Lord hasn't accepted them. You know, they ain't even teaching the whole truth. They don't truly believe, so on and so forth. Like these other camps, you got the elect that's amongst these other camps, and the Lord eventually is going to pull them out of the madness. But a lot of these other camps and these guys following their leaders who are going off, they you know, here it is the whole time they've been scoffing and this and that. But when shit hits the fan, they're going to try to call on the name, and the Lord is going to say, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Roughly paraphrasing. Now, you're going to have some guys that may be of the elect and they get delivered at the last second, you know. But anyways, like I said, you know, that's pretty much just a vision that I had. And, you know, this is pretty much just more of a testimony of my vision. I don't want to make this too long. Let me grab another scripture real quick. Let's go to Joel 2, and I'll start at verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord YAHAWAH cometh, for it is nigh at hand. So yeah, we are fastly approaching the day of the Lord, man. Right? And shit is about to get crazy. Like this, you know, we can't really put into words how terrible it's going to be out here. You know, think about your biggest and darkest fear, your worst nightmare, you know, times infinity coming upon you. Okay, that's pretty much the best way I can put it in to how bad it's going to be out here, you know, to how bad the day of the Lord is going to be. It says a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong, there have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Yeah, this, you know, this time that's coming, you know, Jacob's trouble, the beginning of sorrows. Okay, this time that's coming is going to be likened unto no other day in the history of the world, in the history of existence. Okay, the Lord is really about to show his terror. The Lord, you know, back in the ancient times, they used to call, you know, the heathen, they called the Lord HALAL, which meant terrible demon-like power. Well, HALAL is about to return. You know, the Lord is about to show why everybody called him HALAL, the king of terrors, man. The scriptures speak about the Lord being known as the king of terrors. You got all these people that's proud out here that thinking that, you know, they're tough. Man, the Lord is really about to terrorize, you know, Babylon the Great, man, because the Lord is saving the best for last. Right. You know, the Lord is, you know, just like how he plagued ancient Egypt and the ancient Egyptians right before he got us, you know, up out of the land of Egypt. Well, America, Babylon is spiritual Egypt. And the modern day Egyptians, the modern day pharaohs is Esau, Edom, you know, the ones who are in power. And this is going to be a worse judgment than what happened in ancient Egypt. If you go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 17th chapter, it goes into how the Lord was plaguing them with apparitions and terrible visions. OK. Terrible darkness. All of that is going to happen again, but it's going to be even worse. They're already talking about rolling blackouts in the summer, probably most likely going into the winter. It's not going to be any heat, no electricity. Man, shit is about to get real out here, man. OK, so you got people that's thinking that they're tough, thinking that, you know, you got people that are atheists, man, don't even believe in the Most High, that don't even believe in YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. They don't even believe in a higher power. The elder Manata Zakba, okay, he just did a lesson on Amber Rose, how this bitch was saying that she don't believe in a higher power, that she believes in science and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Hey, the Lord is going to make these people eat their words, man. He's going to humble these proud-ass people, especially you proud-ass women out here, man. You know? It says a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. They have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. So, yeah, man, the Lord is about to humble you proud-ass people. Okay? He about to plague you with apparitions. You know, just me personally, I believe that what they're doing at CERN, the Lord is going to allow them to open up portals. I think they're searching for dark matter. Okay, I believe they call it the God particle. They're trying to open up portals and gateways, just like in that Netflix series Stranger Things, man. You know, they're really trying to tap into that, which everything that they show is predictive programming anyways, man. Okay, but you know, the Lord is going to allow them to open up certain gateways to the fourth dimension, the spiritual realm. And soon you're going to see the Lord, you know, it's going to plague these people when they're going to see actual demons roaming the planet. Okay. Apparitions. Okay. It's going to be real. It's going to be like real science fiction. I believe that's what sci-fi means, except it's not going to be fiction. It's going to be reality. Okay. And you don't got to believe it, but it's going to happen. Like it says in Romans 3:3, for what if some did not believe, shall the Most High be without effect? Let me grab that since I quoted it. Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? So just because they don't believe, does that mean that the Lord ain't going to bring his prophecies? Does that mean that the Lord isn't going to stick to his word? Verse 4 says, the Most High forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in the sayings and mightest overcome when thou art judged. You know, so just because these people don't believe, that don't mean that the Lord ain't going to, you know, come through with his plan. That just means that they're going to be caught off guard. In 1 Thessalonians 5:2, it says what? For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night, meaning by surprise. So these people that don't believe, they just means that they're going to be caught off guard. They're going to be in a shock when the Lord actually comes with, comes with it in full effect, man. Because they're not preparing themselves. And how can you prepare yourself for something like this? The only way that you can prepare yourself is turning to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. And let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 5:7. Salakia. It might be what is it, 2:7? Salakia, bear with me real quick. It might be Sirach 5. Yeah, Salakia. Sirach 5:7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. So how do you prepare for what's to come? You got to turn to the Lord. And the only ones that, first of all, you got to be an Israelite. Okay, first and foremost, because the Lord ain't dealing with the heathen. Right? So you got to be an Israelite. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. How do you turn to the Lord? How do you turn back to your power? Well, the Lord set up certain men to teach, to give you warning, the prophets. So when you hear the prophets speaking, you gotta acquire, you gotta listen. And the prophets will tell you how to turn back to the Lord, how to repent. They'll tell you the true name. I'm speaking about the beginning with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down. The ones who are teaching the truth. And also, the brothers that may not be under the banner of Great Millstone, but they're affiliated with Great Millstone, teaching the same true doctrine of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, the true prophets. So if you're somebody who don't know about this truth, and you may come across this video, hey, this is how you turn back to the Lord. You gotta listen to the prophets, the men that you see on the highways and byways, the street corners, the one that everybody is deeming crazy. Okay, with the signs, okay, prophesying and speaking the name of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, those are the men you got to listen to. And if you're of the elect, ultimately, the Lord will guide you to it. Okay, ultimately, what? You got to be of the elect. That's how you prepare. Okay, but let me finish this out. Sirach 5:7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, so don't wait. Right now is the time to turn back to Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI and putting that off from day to day. Don't be in that spirit, oh, well, I don't think this is going to happen in my lifetime, so I'm going to continue to just try to live my life, man. I just want to live my life. I'm young. I got to do this. And nah, man, turn back to the Lord right now. For suddenly, you see, there go that word suddenly. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, come forth. What does that sound like? It sounds like what I just read in 1 Thessalonians 5:2. Okay, speaking about how the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Right here. Verse 1 Thessalonians 5:2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night, pretty much by surprise. So when it says for suddenly, if something happens all of a sudden, usually you caught off guard, man. It catches you off guard. You're caught with your pants down, so to speak. A lot of these people, they're going to be caught with their pants down because they're not hearkening and turning back to the Lord. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Yeah, when you least expect it. In thy security, when you pretty much, feeling good, when you feeling at peace, when you feeling at rest, feeling like you got money in the bank, you feeling good, right? You're in a secure place. But it says in thy security thou shalt be visited. That's when the Lord is going to catch you people slipping, man, so to speak. But yeah, man. That's pretty much all I had. Mainly I just wanted to speak on this testimony. I just wanted to speak on this vision that I had, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM QADASH. Double honors to my apostles and to my elders of great millstone who rule well, which taught me this truth, for the true leaders of Israel today. Peace, love, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Shalom.